This is called H20. It was written August the 20th of 2010, the same day that other poem was written. And this is how it goes. The laundry has dried. Arthritis teaches appreciation. Like water passing through your hands, not even bothering to leave them wet. But what's at stake? When all they can provide is a refusal to bend, a refusal to fill, and then be refilled, a molding into a containment. The water refuses, and I think I heard the word contaminant, but still made the sink shy in swallowing it freely. The sink was shocked by the lack of aquatic sincerity it's grown accustomed to. It flowed into the growing depths of pipes and sewage, not even relying on its own reluctant accepting of this simple task now executed. H2O is fact. But what of elemental betrayals and being the first one to admit, the first one to accept? In you bowing down to your own ability to speak the truth, what happens when water betrays you? To beg it to cleanse, to believe in that power. Or what have you done that water disapproves? Are you shameless or shameful? Does water's decisive rebellion to not fill the glasses you demand it to bother you? But water has no reason to teach things that you have learned to always take for granted. Awareness of a conscious effort to constantly avoid a refusal to accept, then demonstrate your truth in the tangible. The triumph of claiming imperfection as the prize, the reward for subjugation. For we are all just animals. The elements don't require or await our approval, or wait for our criticizing accounts of all the things that we feel that we are doing wrong. Every mistake magnified, like having a microscope changes everything. Emergency Earth, I believe we have a nano disaster, a digital catastrophe. Somebody dialed 911 and then perhaps they say nothing. Operators insulted, and you are proving yourself a coward now once again. Believe me, in sadistic seas, we are all just cattle led to slaughter, then desperately waiting for the reminder and the continued redemption of its refreshing dedication to provide you with the real, the proof of its commitment to baptize and then bathe, and asking nothing in return except for our realization in our dependence and our need to drink in its unselfish subtle trickle, and undemanding altruistic expression of giving you what you need and not charging you for this priceless lesson, a free service for the taxing souls and the overpriced purposes. And water adamantly refused to cleanse me today. I guess maybe the fish and their unimaginable and selfish varieties have a common ground, their lives, in a liquid that serves daily and proves that providing an aquatic habitat is the proudest thing that it was never told to do. It just comes naturally. An instinctual subjugation, a form of unintended worship, devoid of intent and purpose, just a desire to provide a priceless service. The splash of the shock of its still being awake, right to the face, a conductor of an electric surge of a free jolt of possibly fatal currents that can accidentally remind you of an ability to execute without remorse or regret. And don't forget, the next time water behaves and does what you've come to expect while lacking respect, washing your feet, then in the same second, worshipping your hands, one flick of the light switch and your reflection illuminated in the mirror could be your execution, could be the shock of being alone, when you've had no say in your eventuality or your own voice in what you know would be the best solutions, baptized by the brutal betrayal of the one thing you could depend on. The redemption of the real becomes the surging place that becomes the burial vault, that becomes the ceremony everyone is invited to but no one attends. An expensive empty sorrow of being accompanied by the empty chairs and lots of space but not enough room for solitude. Redemption, a repetitious echo of a hollow nobody being there to brave a bold bon voyage or believe in a goodbye acknowledgment of the universal need of the validation of a blessing when embarking on the unknown journey of the no one really knows but not mysterious in the good way, invoking curiosity, but in the bad way where maybe not knowing is the best thing for everybody. Knowledge impending on the bliss of no worries and the weight of nobody caring. No words were spoken and good deeds done. A commanding of a commending of proper actions and highly evolved talents of making good decisions instinctually, without thinking. No eloquent eulogy, just an inherent solitude even death is not immune to. A beautiful end that no one attends, appreciates absent appreciation, and insults with no acknowledgment, or at least salutation of the forgiveness of sins. Your salvation is the morality served up to you, in the form of nobody cares about your loneliness, desire for connection, and lovely intentions. Solitude and silence, the offering of respect that everyone forgot to mention. I almost forgot to mention that I truly believe that water is the most beautiful thing ever created and can destroy any man-made invention. Can a computer sanitize and purify the things that they don't even know exist? But still it flows with the power of a million fists that fight punching air feverishly, in futility like it was on fire, and you're always thirsty. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth the sacrifice of seeing a job well done from sincere eyes that didn't have transportation to the one party nobody enjoys, wants to be present for, a congrats at the end of a life sentence that people forgot to punctuate and put a period where your imagination is the only thing left now without skin? Just for you, I brought a question mark, an offering of the unknown, but sorry for your absence at your ceremony of the reward for all your pain. I had dinner plans, he was really cute and demanded sex constantly, but of course the details are of no relevance. Not because you're not worth it, but instead because death doesn't listen. But I was thinking, with the gift of the question mark, I will also bring a glass of water in place of my presence, because I figured, whatever happens next, I'm certain you'll get thirsty. But every time you swallow, think of me, and be thankful you're not choking. Oh yeah, thanks for smoking, but that's the thirst in me joking. So why am I not laughing?